What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the New York Yankees versus Boston Red Sox Major League Baseball matchup going down Tuesday, September 30th, 2025. If you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com, click the Experts tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to do it because we got Major League Baseball playoffs this entire week. We got WNBA playoffs starting to wrap up. We're focusing on week 6 college football, week 5 NFL. Can't believe we're already that far ahead. So make sure that you jump on, use the promo code PICK at checkout and get 15% off your purchase. But let's get to this one between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Great pitching matchup to start game 1 of the Wild Card series. Garrett Crochet listed as the starter for the Boston Red Sox. Max Fried listed as the starter for the New York Yankees. And, Garrett Crochet down the stretch was really, really strong for the Boston Red Sox. Actually, he had been strong for the Boston Red Sox for pretty much the entire season. They're definitely their ace. 18-5 on the year, a 2.59 ERA, 255 strikeouts over his 205 and a third innings of work. And it just was really solid, like I said, especially down the stretch as well. His last 7 games to close out the regular season, a 3.13 ERA, and his last 15 games, we're going back probably midway through the season, 11-1, a 3.19 ERA. Very hard to get knocks off of. And just when you look at, like I said, the splits against Garrett Crochet, like I said, it's just there was a lot to really take away from Garrett Crochet's starts. A lot of batters struggled against him. Lefty matchups. Lefties were hitting 166 off him. Righties were hitting 229. And even in road games this season, you had Crochet post a 2.25 ERA and a 13-2 record. So he's going to be hard to knock off here. And you take on a Yankee lineup that, has great isolated power numbers against lefties down the stretch. Hitting 231 in terms of isolated power. That's one of the best numbers in baseball. Top 5 in team OPS, but still hitting just 238. They rely on a lot of walks, a 16.7% walk rate in the final 2 weeks of the season against lefties to get a lot of base runners on the base pass, and they could be able to do that. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from Garrett Crochet. The Boston bullpen in the last 2 weeks of the season, a 3.0 staff ERA, so runs hard to come by against the Boston Red Sox. Same could be said for the New York Yankees, though. The Boston Red Sox, going against Max Fried. Fried was decent down the stretch as well. And he gets a matchup here against a Red Sox lineup in the last 2 weeks of the season against left-handed pitching was hitting just 180. Their team OPS numbers were second worst in baseball. Isolated power numbers weren't great. Now, keep in mind it was across a sample size of just 64 plate appearances, which was the second smallest in baseball against lefties down the final 2 weeks. So they really didn't play that many left-handed pitchers. But still, the numbers are a little bit, scary if you're looking to back the Red Sox. And, you look at the bullpen for the Yankees. I'm a Yankees, fan of this Yankees bullpen. But down the stretch when they were called upon, they rose to the occasion, and they had a 2.70 staff ERA out of the pen over the final 2 weeks of the season. So for me in this one, I think this is going to be an out-and-out duel. It's a rivalry, between these two teams, adding the added flames of a playoff series. And I think it's going to be an outstanding watch, even though it's only a 3-game set at most. I'm going to go with the under here. I think it's just going to be a bit of a low-scoring battle and a bit of a pitcher's duel here. You can take the under in the first 5. I think that's a solid look, too, if you don't want to deal with the hijinks out of the bullpen. But I'm going with the full game under here between the Red Sox and the Yankees, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.